Hey guys, welcome to my video. Thank you for watching it. It wasn't really a long awaited video, but it was requested, and so I thought about it, and I was like, sure, why not? I do apologize. I'm sitting on my bedroom floor right now. The rest of my room is a total mess, and I haven't had time to clean it, and I didn't want to make y'all wait until I would have time. Parts of having two jobs that involve offices and fourth and fifth graders. So, pretty much, I apologize for being on my bedroom floor. And also, hopefully, the lighting's okay. My overhead light didn't work, so I just have to use lamps. I do have like a fancy selfie tripod thing that I got from a sponsorship I did on my Instagram account that I really like. It took me way longer than it should have to put it together. But I've had it for a while and was like, oh, I finally have a use for it. Because I never started that YouTube channel I thought I would. So, anyways, without further ado though, here is my Ayaneo Air. And I'm going to show y'all Nancy drew on it. So, first of all, I would just like to say that it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a little bit bigger than a Switch Lite, but if you're looking for a size comparison, that's what I would go with. I took it to work yesterday, and all of my fourth graders are like thinking it was like super cool, but they're like, you just have a Switch Lite. Like, I thought you had a big Switch. I was like, let me tell you. Not really. I didn't want to rub it in their faces. I did hear one of them tell their parents they wanted one. I was like, I'm so sorry. But, I really like it. It does look a lot like a Switch configuration wise, but it's got a bunch of other fans here. It's like here and on the back. I don't think the Switch Lite has those. I know my normal Switch doesn't. And then something else I thought was cool, you might have noticed, it's got a USB port here and here, or USB-C I mean, and I appreciate that it still has a classic headphone jack and a SD card slot for a micro SD card. So, power button's here. It's also a fingerprint sensor, which I thought was cool. I'm really bad with fingerprint sensors though, so I can barely make it work. And then the volume right next to it. I don't know if y'all can see that. So, you kind of have to hold it. You wait a sec. It'll pop up. I really, really like the glowing glowing joysticks. I think that's about my favorite part. So, lovely startup screen. There we go. Oh, I have Windows Spotlight and I love it. So, it's coming up. And then it's just like a normal Windows lock screen. Getting my pin in there. And then you have your desktop. Hold on, let me turn the light down so you can see that. It's just like normal Windows desktop if I have to figure out how to make the glare go down. There you go. You can probably see it a little bit now. And then, let's see. My favorite part is Ayaneo Space, where it's got like all your software. So, something I've really enjoyed playing on here so far is the Silent Spy. Let me pull that up. It does have the black border because of the aspect ratio. I expected that. So, I was planning Alrighty, so I'll just show you where I'm at. I'm currently at Loch Lomond in Scotland, and so you just like hold it to turn, stop. I'm tapping my way out, but I don't want to leave because I really want to show you the archery game. My bad. This is what I did for trying to do it sideways. So, redo that. Da da da. So, I am tapping out of the safe house, and then you just like turn around and then you tap your way into the gym area. And I really want to show you archery because it's so dang fun. And then, like, this was the funnest I've had with this game since I got it. Ooh, I got a 10. Doing it sideways, that's not. So, for archery, you just like, you hold it back and then, I don't know if I can see that very well. I'm sucking at this game right now. Okay, y'all don't need to see any more of that. But pretty much you just like touch wherever you would click for Nancy Drew games in here. Something I figured out though, like when you go to save, what I did was I put it in windowed mode first. And then I opened up the keyboard. This, again, I need to stop trying to do it sideways. But I opened up the keyboard, and then I went back to the game. And then you just, like, change it to whatever you want. But that's how you, like, can change or type in there, is you put it in windowed mode, and then you open up the keyboard. So, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to show you. Like, you've got your observations like normal in your journal. Wait, let me put it back in full screen mode. Resume game. So you've got, like, your observations like normal, your task list. You just, like, still have to do that. Thanks, Nancy. Oh, I did get something done.
Can't check that off. Can't check that. Check.
So pretty much that's all there is to that. Your phone works like normal. Everything else works in here like normal that I've thought of, like the camera and everything on there. Some of y'all were like, how do you read? Like, can you see it okay? I mean, I can read that pretty well, but like, because I'm trying to show y'all with it turned. I can maybe try and take a better picture later to attach to the posts I'll make with this video, because you really can't see much. No, I don't want to save. But, so then I'm back in the Ayaneo space, or AS space is what it's actually called. And then I'm gonna show you an older one. I'm gonna do Haunted Carousel. I kind of like how it's stretched. I kind of don't. Mostly I liked it because I've always wondered what it would be like in full screen. And it is a smaller screen, so I'm okay with that. All of the older games open that way. I tried to change the resolution in DG Voodoo, but it didn't really work well. It did at first, and then it like reverted back. Even though the settings still look like they're set to how I had them, and so now I'm really confused. I'm not tech savvy enough to know how to fix that. But that's more of a DG Voodoo problem than a Aya problem. So the theme here is, oops, my bad. Because of the way the mouse configuration is with the joysticks, you have to use touch with it because like it's not doing anything. I thought I had it figured out, and I did have it figured out until DG Voodoo decided to not work right. So you have to touch. But the problem is it's a little finicky because of the way the resolution is, because it's stretched. I think it would be like this one is Steam Deck 2 with the older ones. Any of the handhelds that I can think of, you run into the same problem. So, you have to just like double tap to click.
Welcome to my latest case, the Haunted Carousel. To start playing, choose either Dierdre. Well, here I am
And
at
here we are.
Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all
I think the main thing I haven't thought of is how to type in it. I guess in DigiVoodoo the resolution might work well enough for you to put it in window temporarily to do it, but you would have to go through DigiVoodoo to do that. So you'd have to like save the game and then close out of it. Change your settings in DigiVoodoo to probably aspect ratio, like the Advidi stretch 4.3, and then that should allow you to just have it on like this portion of your screen and open up the keyboard like I did in Silent Spy. But problem is, I just don't know if that would work with DigiVoodoo all the time. So it might be another solution you could do is you could cast it. I mean, like obviously not while you're playing; it would have to wait. Like I know you have to type in Haunted Carousel, which is what I'm playing right now. So I think what you probably have to do is like maybe cast it to your phone, like through Steam Link. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably use Steam Link because it's Windows, which is the good thing about that. I would probably use Steam Link to be able to type, because Steam Link has a keyboard that you can use. So I'd probably Steam Link it. I think that's what I'll do for games I have to type in. And again, I wish I could use my joystick right now. That would be amazing, but I haven't figured that out yet. You can use it for most games, not Nancy games, because it like configured as an Xbox controller. So I'm excited to try an Xbox simulator with it. Maybe play like an CIS game or something, because I have that. So again, you pretty much just tap, but it's a little bit trickier. I kind of mostly have the hang of it now. Obviously not quite sideways. It's easier to do, not sideways for sure. But it's just like a little bit trickier to make it go where you want. But once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. It's actually working really well right now, I think Dive. So, yeah, not too much different here. If y'all need some help setting DigiVoodoo up, I think I finally have the basics figured out. So, yeah, especially if it's on Aya, I can help you. And then getting out of the game is the trickiest part for me with the older ones, because like where you're touching isn't where the mouse is. So it's like the whole thing is a giant trackpad, and you just have to double click at the exact right time, which in this case is double tap, or it won't work and it's really annoying. Mid is beautiful in here. Like, Midnight in Salem is absolutely the most gorgeous game on here, with at least the opening and the little bit I played. I had just played it when I got it, so I didn't play like the whole way through. It was the only Nancy Drew game I played in a while, because after all of the anagrams and the puzzles, I was just excited to see what, I was excited to be reminded of what Demon Unity could be like. It is not my favorite game, but it could have been a whole lot worse. I don't hate it like a lot of people do. So, it's full screen. It is configured for full screen. And it is configured to work with the controllers too. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Loading. I need to have my graphics. I did like a custom setup and I think I made it too high. So see, like, you can use the joysticks in this one for, and like, I don't know if you can tell, but the B right there. that would make you go back. And, like, it's just configured for the spot settings. The cut screens, I noticed, because it's more configured for something like this, there is a black strip at the bottom, because that's just the way the aspect ratio works best.
So I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy. So, are you coming in? That correct is true. I prefer to stay out here. Why? It's so warm and inviting in here. Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of such cool effects are there, just as your father requested. Although,
Okay, you know what? While that's playing, I'm gonna change. So I will be right back. Okay. So, I'm back, changed. Hopefully y'all aren't too horrified by my bun clothes. I know my kids were horrified by my lack of makeup today. So, I'm sorry, but it's the best I could do right now, honestly. So, something that I love is if it's got motion, you literally can just tilt it. This one doesn't have motion. But you do use, like, your joysticks to move.
there has to be a...
So, use the right one to find the window. And then it's easier here to just, like, tap it open. But you use the joysticks. I don't remember which letter it is to open the phone. Oh, apparently that's how you zoom in. I couldn't remember. So it's Y to inspect. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Oh, I had it right the first time. Okay, so you push A to, like, double tap on something. Or to skip all the insane amounts of speaking in midnight. Okay, so I totally missed that. But you can use, like, your left joystick as the mouse in as a mouse in this one. So then I'm gonna inspect it, interact with it, and that, and that. And so this is where you press Y to inspect, and then to rotate it, and then A to inspect again, and then B to exit, B to exit, X to equip, then you left joystick to where you want, then A. And then I found this much easier with a joystick than to tap. There's different parts that, like, different people might want to... But this particular little puzzle thing that honestly isn't really that difficult. Of all of the puzzles, I don't understand why her interactive head was like, oh, this one's hard. Not really. I find the maze puzzle at the end to be extremely difficult, and I don't know why. But at the beginning, like, the joystick's the best part for me to use there. And then B to exit, rotate, and then this was easier for me to tap out. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm having a hard time getting to the menu right now, actually. I guess it doesn't like you skipping cutscenes. Yeah, I finally figured that out. This will help you exit real quick, by the way. That's how you can like get back to the home screen, is this little button right here. And this one will get you to a space. So, I think that probably answered most every... Okay, sorry. Always something. I think I finally answered all of everybody's questions. But if anybody has any more, let me know. It is a bit pricier than the Steam Deck, I think. For the model I have the Ayaneo Air, and I really do like it. Some people might want a little bit more, but yeah, so just let me know if you have any more questions. I'd be glad to answer them. I think I probably showed you a little bit more of the playthrough. Playing mid on here really encouraged me because I was like, oh, I bet the new game is going to be pretty dang nice to play on here too. I have tried playing Sims on it. It is a little bit finicky until I can figure out how to make the mouse work on it. I probably won't play a lot of Sims on here. It's been amazing for emulators. Like, I love playing Game Boy games on here, honestly. Some of the other computer games are already Xbox controller configured and are great. So if you want to play anything other than Nancy, I would recommend it. It is significantly lighter from what I've heard a Steam Deck is. I have heard those are pretty heavy and they're bulky. I like this because I live about an hour away from work, which is, in town. So it's, if I have something after work, but not for an hour or two, it's nice to be able to pull it out and play it. I just like sit the whole thing in my purse. That was why I wanted this particular one, because it absolutely suited my needs pretty well compared to what I felt like the Steam Deck would, or any of the other handhelds. I was like, I just don't think it's gonna be what I want. So I decided to go with this one. It is gorgeous. It fits perfectly in my hand, in my bag. I don't have to, I used to just, take my laptop with me, but then I was like, I don't want to leave that in the car. Okay, there was one night I went to a movie with someone at, 9. I got off work at 6, right? So I grabbed something to eat, and I was like, I don't have anything to do for 3 hours. And all I wanted to do was play Nancy Drew. But I had just played through, whatever it is to have for Android. Oh, Ghost of Florton Hall. This was a while ago, and so that's what inspired me to do this, because I just wanted to play Nancy Drew, but I didn't want to leave my laptop in the car. And I'd already read, I'm a reader too, big reader. So I read for a while, and then I still was just so bored and just wanted to play Nancy. So it inspired this, something light, portable, that I can stick in my bag, and all of the games are on, and so many other games. Only thing I don't love, it's about an hour and a half battery life for something like Nancy. Sims would probably be a little bit more battery consuming. I will say that from what I have heard, all gaming devices are like that so far with Windows. They're working on it. They do have a better model about to come out of this that I didn't know when I bought mine. Or I might have waited, but it's a little bit more expensive again. So it wasn't worth it for the better battery life, and I think it was only half an inch screen difference. Hey, that's everything. So yeah, just let me know. And I hope everyone has a great night.